to move forward allowing collegiate athletes to profit off name, image, and likeness. But what does that mean for athletes, businesses, and fans? Well, KEZI 9 Sports Director Andrew Hobner joins us in the studio with the answer to those questions. Andrew.
Making me sound like an oracle here, China. Back in October, the NCAA announced that discussions would begin on creating a pathway for collegiate athletes to profit off their name, image, and likeness. It may be too late for someone like Sabrina Ionescu, but for the next generation of Duck and Beaver players, it signals a way to finally make some money off of the labor they've put in.
That point, to clarify that this is not paying for play, is really important to differentiate. And in the restrictions of what is being proposed, these name, image, and likeness payments will not come from the school, and they will not come from the company.
Think of it like this. With this new rule, an athlete can endorse products. They can be a pitchman or woman or sign autographs for money. But one rather new aspect pushing this change is the presence of social media.
Social media has presented as a direct-to-consumer path that was not as available previously. Everything went through broadcast media and through the universities. And so now with a direct consumer, it is this relationship that the brands are interested in.
While the discussion has been out in the open for some time, California's SB 206 bill got the wheels in motion to the cheers of many current and former athletes.
You go out here, you play 4 years and give everything you have. Not everybody has a shot to play in the NFL, so I mean, they should be able to get compensated for the time that they do put in. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have a guy go 4 years, put his whole body out there, get hurt, banged up, and have nothing to show for it after that except for a degree. And I just think that California is doing the right thing, and hopefully the rest of the nation can follow suit.
Now, I do want to stress this is not a done deal. There is a vote occurring no later than January 31st, 2021, with the rules expected in October of 2020.
Okay, so what are some of the moving parts that have to be figured out before we get to that point?
Well, in short, there's a lot. There is a lot of stuff to work through. For starters, defining the role of boosters. One of the key restrictions supported by the NCAA is that boosters cannot use endorsements as a means to pay athletes. But what dollar amount constitutes a booster? I talked to a source within the University of Oregon. He said half of Eugene would be considered boosters if you go off the normal booster rules. There's also not a cap on endorsement earnings, but how's a free market going to dictate what the going rate is for athletes to be pitchmen or women? Schools also can't facilitate or help athletes locate or arrange endorsements, which means, of course, athletes are going to require representation. So how is that going to work? How's representation going to work alongside the university? Is there going to be a whole sub-economy of agents only catering to college kids? That's just the beginning. And at 5 o'clock, we'll dive a bit into the financials and why this might not be the Wild West free spending that everyone thinks it might be. So stay tuned for that. Reporting in the studio, Andrew Hobner, KZI 9 Sports.
That's a lot to take in, Andrew. Thank you.